It is time to mind your language. Willis, the word master, will be joining us from Kisumu County. But before we cross over to him, let's have a look at the word on the street.
Satiate. Satiate. Satiate.
Satiate. Satiate. Satiate.
Sachet. 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 Satiate. Satiate. Satiate.
That is how those who were interviewed fared in as far as the word on the street is concerned. Let's get a correct pronunciation from Willis, the word master. Willis, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas, looking bright in yellow. So how is it you pronounce that word?
Well, Sophia, in the first place, I just love the way you've done what you are doing. In fact, it proves something somewhere that, when we have, the winning team or the good team will always be a good team. Anyway, Sophia, that word is tricky, and most people would talk of satiate, sachet, and all that. But the acceptable or the accurate pronunciation of that word is satiate. Satiate. So letter T, the first T takes the sound sh, just like in nation, or when we talk about initial. So satiate. Satiate is the acceptable or the correct pronunciation of that word, my sister.
All right, thank you, Willis. And now take us through the other words you have for us tonight, please.
Okay, well, in the first place, Sophia, there is a small technical problem in terms of accessing some of the words that people are sending in, but I'll definitely handle what has already, or the words that have already, flowed in. Now, in the first place, we have this word, B-R-E-A-D-T-H. We say breadth, breadth. We don't say breadth. We have breadth, that is B-R-E-A-T-H, breadth. But when we have that D, we say breadth, breadth. So the D is not silent. It's articulated or pronounced in that word. We also say width, width, not width. You say the breadth and the width. So we should remember that D is pronounced in both words. Then we can say gainsay, gainsay. But when we have this word, we don't say now gainsaid. Said, no. You say gainsaid, gainsaid. Just like we say, says, and said, not said. This is a tricky word in most cases to very many people, but we have to get it right, especially when it comes to careers of serious communication. So the correct pronunciation of this word is gainsaid, gainsaid. It cannot be gainsaid, but it cannot be gainsaid. We should avoid that. Then when we talk about movement, especially of goods and all that, we have T-R-A-N-S-I-T. This word has two acceptable pronunciations, dear viewers. You can say transit with that voiced sound Z, like a Z, on transit. Goods on transit. But you can also say transit with what we call the voiceless or the unvoiced sound. That is the sound which is produced without the vibration of the vocal cords. So you can say transit or transit. Then we come to the next word, a bit tricky, but commonly used in, our usual or day-to-day communication. So it is symposium, zium, not siam, symposium, a symposium. Many people say symposium, but please, you should say symposium, symposium. So that S in that terminal or the final syllable of that word, please say ziam, ziam. Don't say siam. And then we have the word warm, warm, W-A-R-M. So that is not worm. Worm, no. Worm. Then when we have this word, Lukewarm, don't say lukewarm. Lukewarm, no. You say lukewarm. Lukewarm. So that part, W-A-R-M, say warm, not warm. But there is a word that many people confuse when it comes to W-O-R-M. You don't say the worms or worm. W-O-R-M, you say worm. That O and R combine to form the mid-central vowel sound the one which is long, worm. Don't say worms. Worms, no. You say worms. But this word is lukewarm. The next word here is P-L-A-S-M-A. You say plasma. Plasma, not plasma. Plasma is what we see when we look at the word. But the pronunciation is plasma. Plasma. Then when we are talking about pudding, we have the tricky word for pudding, the other word for pudding, D-E-S-S-E-R-T. Many people would say dessert, some say dessert, and all that. Please, this word is pronounced as dessert. Dessert. That is for pudding, dessert. Remember, we also have D-E-S-E-R-T for a place with, little water or plants. That one you say desert when it is a noun. The area is a desert. But when we use the same word, that is D-E-S-E-R-T, to mean abandon or to leave somebody or a place, now you also say to desert a place, to desert a place. But when we talk about an area like Sahara, we say Sahara Desert. So sometimes I always say that, I have always said that sometimes there are people who find themselves mixing up words, especially when it comes to serious communication. It can be a bit confusing. So when we talk about to desert a place, don't say now Sahara Desert. Sahara is desert, a desert. But for pudding, that is with double S, you say dessert. Then somebody who is being looked for, maybe for criminal, cases or issues and all that, the person who runs away, not to be found or is in hiding. We have F-U-G-I-T-I-V-E. You say fugitive, fugitive, a fugitive, not fugitive, not fugitive, not fugitive, fugitive. That goes with what we have now collected from you. But we also have the feedback questions. And the first person, a lady by the name Grace Torome. Grace Torome of Kajiado. We talk of game warden. Game warden, not a game warden. This word is a warden, or you can say warden. Warden or warden. But don't say warden. Though you may find those who love the American English, you may hear of warden. But here we talk of warden. The warden or warden. A game warden, a game warden. So you can say den or den. Both are acceptable. Then we have Francis Maina Kamoni, one man who really loves, Friday briefing. And I think you also deserve a pat on your back, Francis Maina Kamoni, and a great lawyer in Nairobi called Dennis Chalo. Dennis Chalo, I hope I have pronounced your name correctly or accurately. Dennis Chalo, the advocate, and we also have the advocate and Francis Maina Kamoni. I was just forgetting your name because of the technical hitch that we are having a bit in terms of the flow. But please, we say adjourn or adjourn. We don't say adjourn. Adjourn, no. You say adjourn with the long mid-central vowel sound Adjourn. adjourn, not adjourn. Very common, but not very accurate. Then we have Michael Opere. Michael Opere, you say mausoleum. Mausoleum. Don't say mausoleum. Mausoleum. A and U form what we call a digraph. Combination of two letters to form one sound. So you say mo, not mau. Mausoleum. Then we have Deborah. We have Lincoln and Blessing. You say paradox. Deborah, Lincoln, and Blessing, you say paradox. Not forgetting also, we have Baraka and Princess, as well as David Omato. We also love you so much. Keep watching, and your well wishes for Kenyans, I believe they have reached, because this is KTN. And if you like, you can say KTN Home and KTN News. Finally, the surprise word. We don't say shrewd. Shrewd, no, dear viewers. S-H-R-O-U-D, you say shroud. Shroud, that cloth which is used to wrap a body, you say shroud. The shroud, not shrewd. When you talk of shrewd, that is S-H-R-E-W-D, shrewd. But this one, which is the surprise word for tonight, you say shroud. You are confusing words. You are confusing words. We have the upper one, which is in the singular form. It's in singular form. Don't say these or these for the upper word, no. You say this. This is so and so. This is a table. This. That is the singular form. But when you come to the plural form, the one below, you now say these. These. Don't say this. T-H-E-S-E, these. T-H-I-S, this. And Sophia, that is when we talk of
amazing
making
stuff.
English to be
Thank you.
English.
Thank you so much, Willis.
Making English, English.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Willis. Always a pleasure to have you with us here on Friday Briefing. Thank you for that power-packed lesson. Several words you've run us through tonight. And of course, I'm sure our viewers much appreciate that. Even as we get to interact with those words now, better placed to pronounce them correctly.